Hey guys, Magnus Robert here, bringing you another video. Today we're of course doing a review for the brand new Simpsons Tapped Out mini update, which is called Springfield Choppers. So this update is of course based around a couple of episodes. It's, I guess loosely you could say it's the biker event, a biker themed update. There's 3 characters, 2 new buildings, and quite a few decorations, so we'll go through it all. I just, first of all, want to kind of talk about the general structure, the general theme. I think, obviously, the theme, anyway, is decent enough. I don't particularly like, I'm not thrilled with the characters we've got. I think they're okay, for the most part, but I think the event is a decent enough theme. I think there's stuff to be given, and they've tied in a few things. Obviously, that the death ball from the movie, you got the stolen bicycle graveyard. They tied in Homer's motorcycle and those characters, and they tied in the whole bully aspect too. So I think there was a decent enough theme in here, and I think it's been crafted well enough, is what I'll say. So, of course, we'll look at the structure of the event first, and then we'll go through the characters, then we'll go through the buildings and decoration showcase, and then we'll finally go through the, just give my overall thoughts on the update. So, let's start with the structure. So, of course, the structure is just mini-event, basically. What I will mention is I really like the collect gas cans tasks. So basically, for the collect gas cans, what they did is they made it so when you send characters there, they actually just go from building to building. They don't, or car to car, sorry, not building to building. They go to like vehicle to vehicle, siphoning gas. I actually really like that little touch. It just makes it far more interesting than just sending them to one building over and over again. So if you want to watch them, you can watch them just go to all your different cars in your town. I don't know, I really like that little aspect. I thought it was kind of cool. The prize track is as followed. It's, just a 5-part quest, prize track. First one is obviously the stolen bicycle graveyard. You got Spiro. I think it's Spiro, not Spyro. Spiro. Yeah, Spiro's. Then the Ball of Death. Then Homer's motorcycle. Then Spiro himself. Pretty decent enough prize track. You got a building in there, 3 decorations, and a character. So it's not too bad. There was also an animation for Homer's bike, which was added with the prize, which I'll comment on later. But there was also a lack of an animation, and I'll comment on that later. But in terms of the structure, it's fine. It's relatively easy enough to get. I like the little touch with the characters, going from vehicle to vehicle. I thought that was kind of cool. So, yeah. So here, of course, are the characters. So we've got 3 characters here, all men. We've got Spiro, obviously. Very awesome. I actually quite liked his character. I think it was pretty cool. He's got voice. I think his questline was pretty decent enough. I liked his inclusion in the event as well. I went back and I watched him in the episode. He's kind of cool. So I think Spiro, for the most part, is a very good character. I think he was definitely the better of the 3. So I'm glad he was in the prize track. Then we, of course, have Wolf Guy Jack. Yeah, he's not terrible. I think he's all right. I don't have anything negative to say about him. He's just almost not a one-note character, but there's just nothing particularly that interesting about him, at least for me. But he's kind of quirky, so I get it. He's all right. He obviously was in the episode, the motorcycle episode with what's his name, Meefuck and the other guy, the other two. The 2 bikers. So he was in that episode, so he's a decent enough tie-in. I think he works out for the most part fine. Then we have Wilbur Nurple. And now this was the Super Premium. Now I did a video on him, so if you want to watch it, go watch that video. You can watch the full gameplay. My opinions on Wilbur are this. Well, first of all, let's talk about the elephant in the room. It's a Super Premium. So Super Premium items are fine if they're done sparingly, but I take issue with them being in mini events personally. I think him being added if they keep this up, basically, if they carry on to add Super Premium to mini updates, I'm not going to be particularly happy. I think I'm trying my best to defend them and trying my best to come up with a decent case for them, but there just really isn't. I think they are not. A lot of people say that Super Premium was a direct sort of counterpart to hackers and people who hack donuts, but I don't agree. I think Super Premium was actually a direct result of people XP grinding. That was the reason why they added Super Premium items, I think. Because if they wanted to stop hackers, like, this doesn't stop hackers. Hackers can get this easily. It's not that difficult. So yeah. But Wilbur himself is fine, I think, as a character. I don't think he's thrilling, but what they did with him was okay. I just take issue with him being super premium is all. So that is Wilbur Nurple. Let's move on to the buildings and decoration showcase. So here are the buildings and decorations. So we'll start from the left. On the left there, you've got the Death Ball. Now, here's my critique of the Death Ball. The Ball of Death, not the Death Ball. Ball of Death. My critique of the Ball of Death is as followed. One, I think it's actually, I was going to say it's not big enough, but to be fair, comparing it to those other buildings, I think that's a fine enough size. It is big enough. It's big enough, okay? One, where the hell's the animation? Where is the animation, goddammit? I wanted the animation. I'm really a bit triggered at the fact that there is no animation for this, because it's such an iconic moment in the movie, and they instead gave us an animation with Homer's bike, where like he sits on the bike and his clothes get breezed away by the wind. I just think the animation would have been much better in this ball. I would just Homer riding around it. Now, if you tap on the Ball of Death, you see that you just see the bike itself going around the thing, which is something, I guess, but I would have much preferred an animation. Do you know what? I will say it. I would even take the bicycle graveyard out of there, and I would take an animation, like with Homer in this. I will take that as a prize. I would take that over the bicycle graveyard. But, like, I think the Ball of Death, it's a little disappointing to me. I really think they should have given us an animation with Homer, so I'm a little disappointed there. And then you got Spiro's. I think it's a decent enough building. It's well-sized. It looks cool. I think it's been translated quite well in the show. I like the fact that there's bikes parked outside of it, so I've got nothing but good things to say about that. Greasers. I like the colours of Greasers. I don't like the size. In the show, it looks like a huge 1950s diner. But they really kind of downsized it a lot for the game, so I'm not a massive fan of that. Homer's motorcycle is good enough. I mean, I kind of expected it to be added, so I can't really... I think if it wasn't added, it would have been weird, so I've got nothing negative to say about it, but I've got nothing overwhelmingly positive. It's just a good aspect that I'm glad they included. And then the bicycle graveyard. Oh, I don't know how I feel about this, because on one hand, I think it's scaled decent enough-ish. I don't know, actually. Is it? It's a little small. Yeah, no, it's definitely a little small. It's a little small, but I just hate this type of thing because it's so ugly and it's so impossible to do anything particularly interesting when you're decorating it, because what are you going to do? The fences are already there, the things already, all you can maybe do is attach some of the fences to it and then have it next to another design. It's just kind of ugly as well. I don't think it looks particularly pleasant, so I'm not a huge fan of that decoration either. So I'll say one bad decoration. No, yeah, one bad decoration, one good decoration which I wish they added an animation for, but I'm not gonna shit on it too hard for not giving the animation. The actual ball itself is cool. Spiro's is a good building, and Greaser's I think is kind of meh. I was a little excited for it, but I still love the look of it. I will say that. So that is my opinions on the buildings and decorations, so let's kind of gather my thoughts and give this event a good or bad score. Well, say if it's good or bad, I mean. Overall, I think this event is good, but could be better. I like it for the most part, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think it's enjoyable. It's got some good characters. It's got some, it's got one. I mean, both the buildings are okay. I think the Greasers, again, I wanted it to be a bit bigger, but I don't think it's terrible. It's not a bad building. Spiro's is pretty cool looking. I think the Ball of Death is cool looking despite the lack of animation. Homer's motorcycle is good to get in the game, considering we didn't get it in the last kind of motorcycle update they gave us. And the graveyard's kind of crappy, but it's not the worst thing we could get. I think there's definitely a lot of positives in this update, with the whole little tweak with the siphon gas, or whatever it was collect gas, or whatever it was. The quest line is decent enough. So I think there's a lot of good things in here, with some bad elements sprinkled in, but obviously the Super Premium Lighting 2, that's another bad element. But for the most part, I like the update. I think it was enjoyable enough. I'm not overly thrilled with it, but yeah, I don't have any ill feelings for it. So yeah, I think that's my opinions. But anyway, tell me your thoughts. What do you think about the update? Did you like it? Do you hate it? What do you love about it? What do you like about it? What do you hate about it? And all that. I know some people said it's quite meh. I could understand that, but I still say it's good. It's still a good update. So thanks for watching as always. I hope you enjoyed. Tell me your thoughts as always, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.